Hey everyone, this is Manny Diaz with Pro Photo Supply, and today I'm here to talk to you about the Sony A7RV mirrorless camera. The new Sony A7RV is the mirrorless camera designed for those who want high detail, featuring a 61 megapixel sensor, an all-new AI-based autofocus system with advanced subject recognition, 8K video recording, and 8 stops of image stabilization. The new Sony A7RV is great for both photography and video application. Featuring a back illuminated design, this full-frame 61 megapixel sensor offers a mixture of incredible resolution, high clarity, low noise, a wide 15 stops of dynamic range. It also has a native sensitivity range from ISO 100 to 32,000, which can be expanded to 50 to 102 and 400,000. A new processing engine offers up to 8 times greater performance, which enables faster overall performance and impressive image quality with wide sensitivity and dynamic ranges. This also reduces rolling and motion distortion. Updated for the A7RV, the in-body image stabilization system has been revised to support up to 8 stops of camera shake compensation. This 5-axis stabilization system combines a high-performance gyro sensor with an optimized algorithm for more precise shake control and improved communication between the camera body and the lens. For video, there's also an active image stabilization mode for smoother footage directly out of the camera. So this updated version also boasts a more responsive autofocus system. All modes are 40 to 60% more accurate than the predecessor. Making use of the high resolution sensor and fast processing capabilities, you have UHD 8K at 24p, you have UHD 4K at 60p, at 10-bit 422 video. Recording is possible using the full width of the sensor with full pixel readout for impressive sharpness and realism. If using a super 35mm crop mode, a full pixel readout recording is possible at up to UHD 4K at frame rates up to 30p at 6.2K. The A7RV still accepts the same NP-FZ100 rechargeable lithium-ion battery that is in most of the Sony full-frame alpha cameras, which provides approximately 440 shots or 90 minutes of recording per charge when using the viewfinder, or 530 shots and 100 minutes of recording if you're using the LCD screen. Of course, there's a lot of variables there depending on the file format that you're in and your monitor brightness, things of that sort. I had used the A7R4 quite extensively, and it's been quite a relief having some of the improvements in the R5, particularly the screen. Now, in the predecessor of the R4, the screen essentially would only tilt as so. Now you get full articulation, and this is unique now to only the R5, where you get both the tilt as so and this full articulation. Now, one thing I personally shoot a lot is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and this has allowed me to utilize a lot more creative positioning when shooting. I get lower to the mat, still get my lines, but if I'm wanting to record video, or let's say I want to vlog, which is not necessarily something I do, but if you're into vlogging, you could also record yourself. Some other things actually I really appreciate is that we no longer have an exposure compensation dial, which I personally didn't ever really use. This you can customize to whatever you want, shutter speed, aperture, whatever you would like to customize it to. So I really appreciate that option. Another thing I like is now, instead of having a designated mode on this top dial for video, you actually have to switch it via this camera to video menu down here below the mode dial. And this is good because you can go from shooting stills to your video settings and back and forth. So for hybrid shooters, this is essential. You also get Sony's S&Q, which is usually utilized for both slow motion work and time lapse. Other stuff that you get that's new is the full touchscreen, which the A7R4A, all you could use the touchscreen for is zooming in and out of your photos. Now I could use it as an autofocus point. I could rack focus between things. The autofocus is noticeably improved. I've been noticing while shooting, where I used to lose people is when I'd get to the back of their head. And now it seems like Sony has addressed this and it retains the focus on that person even when it goes back to their head. And for this type of stuff that I shoot, I have eyes going in and out of the frame all the time, so it's nice being able to rely on it retaining the focus in a split second. Oh, one thing I'm really excited about that I've yet to utilize is the internal focus stacking, which is something no other Sony camera has had in the past. So I'm really excited to see the type of macro photography and the type of landscape photography people are going to be able to do with this. Being able to shoot in 8K has been awesome too, because with all that data and information, you have a lot of room in post for stabilization and recomposing your frame. So both those reasons are great improvements in the Sony A7R5. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions on this camera, please come visit us in Northwest Portland. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Drop any questions down below in the comments, and we appreciate you watching.